run inside. It's Barfield. Not much doing. There, he gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Beal. Finds his tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of... They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Barfield. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Rice. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Rainbow Warriors have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. Touchdown, Owls! The defense putting points on the board.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get them on the ground for no gain.
The short hands, it's Brown. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They just keep firing. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Looking for space, it's Bernard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He might want another play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it down the field. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Rainbow Warriors in the hurry-up. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rice.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Flips it out in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. If this offense had a little extra time to think about it, let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. This time he wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
Here's a little room there. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Quarterback's got to get rid of the ball. That last sack's not on the line. That's on him. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bring in the heat. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. The snap sets up to throw. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Henry. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Florida Atlantic comes to the line on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Owls! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Hawaii will get things going as their offense makes its way onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Finds a man in the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Now they'll put their heads together over on the sideline. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Garcia. Florida Atlantic trying to get back on the ball. To the air on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bernard. And the defense drags him down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Hawaii calls it second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Right on the money. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Trying to buy time. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They boot it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Inside the 35. Snags it and he's open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
And it's South Carolina engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw it again. That's caught. It's Bernard. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. He almost had the pick. Could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground, it's Bernard. Gain of 6. They're looking at third and 4.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go right back to him. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The run inside. It's Barfield. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play. Offense comes out ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground. Good, solid tackle. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down. And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. right down the boulevard. It's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Barfield. The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The Rainbow Warriors will have it first and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Running inside. It's Bernard. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
All right, guys, so Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They kick it away on fourth down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Slips through the line, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Catch in the middle, it's Barfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to throw it. Fires quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 28, in field goal range, but it's third and short. Powers through the defender. Maybe some room here. The 10! Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's just putting it on your offensive line, man. You're third down, you're in that fringe area, you're just saying, we're probably going to run this ball twice, and we're okay doing that because we believe we can go get it. If we don't pick it up right here, we're going to stay on the field. But there was tremendous surge up front that time, tons of movement at the line of scrimmage, and that paved the way for the long score.
And I think that's one of the things that's really hard to play defense nowadays. You know they have the fourth down, and they want to go for it in their back pocket, so controlled aggressiveness, but you have to tackle. You have to see it come up and make the play. They don't do it, and he just runs straight into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Barfield. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Defense in press coverage. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long.
Wilson! Eagle, check, Eagle! Venom, hey, Venom! Punch!
From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
This game will come down to this. A field goal try to save them. With this one, they can vault into the lead. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16.
Roman! Wilson, idiot!
Back to pass. Makes the grab. they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Messer. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Back to pass on 2nd down. They're setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Bernard.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Rides to the back and tackled there by the defense.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Run in the red zone, it's Tillman. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. The Owls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida Atlantic.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's got it! Hey,